So what's it like being a part-time YouTuber?
Oh, well, f you then.
Who is Causey Lives?
He lied in a YouTube video.
I'm just completely lost all of a sudden.
Yeah, what a knobhead.
It's 2023. You can be whatever you want to be.
Yes. I don't have any big toenails anymore.
I didn't know you guys were on Willy terms.
Yes, Mark, thank you very much.
So it's a role play thing.
Yeah, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here next to me, we've got a brilliant YouTuber, a brilliant person, and in fact, also one of our biggest competitors on Spotify.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we in the charts?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
I
okay.
present to you WillNE.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
No worries.
Can you please tell us how to top the Spotify charts before we get into the YouTube
Yes,
things?
absolutely. So I thought if you're in the Spotify charts, it's just on how many views your episodes are getting.
Reasonable to assume, yeah.
It's not at all. It's all if someone follows you and if they rate you 5 stars, you just ping up there.
No way.
it's
Okay, so please go to our Spotify show, right? And WillNE's Spotify show as well. Rate us 5 stars, follow us there, subscribe us on the YouTube stuff, do all the good things. I am so terrible at telling people to sub and like.
Yeah,
I constantly forget.
We forget like every other episode.
I
and
think
then-
the first 5 episodes, we forgot to tell people to subscribe or like the
How
video.
many videos have you two uploaded between you?
honestly, over like
Thousands.
10, 15,000 probably.
That is crazy.
Yeah, we're kind of bad at this stuff.
Yeah.
How do you mean?
Which is crazy because
Bad at this.
Bad at the shouts,
because you
the
don't really
shouts.
upload like any videos.
And fuck you. No, yeah.
We're like the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
I was looking at your channels and I was like, I saw like 5.7k and is it like 6k or whatever? And I was
Yeah,
like, I looked at mine for a comparison. It's like 297. I was like, I have that.
So what's it like being a part-time YouTuber? I guess?
Are you just lazy or?
we are constantly on. Honestly, I feel like the whole week I'm working on a video, and then suddenly it's been 3 months since the last one. I've got that the disease of just the perfectionism of just like, okay, let's make the best video I possibly can, and then you get stuck there for weeks.
How many hours do you spend on a video?
From the start to the end,
Yeah.
like months.
No, halfway through to the end. What?
You fuck. 6 weeks. Well, yeah, I give it like it's 4 weeks minimum when we start to get in the edit.
I think you could bring those numbers down.
I
a bit.
think we should, but I don't know how.
Should we talk a bit more about like who the hell you are though? Because like,
Hey, please don't blame me.
what's the history, right, of Will? How did you get into YouTube?
So I was in university. I didn't like university.
Right.
So
Common
I
theme.
spent my entire time just trying to get out of university and just making silly little videos in my bedroom. I did more like commentary style videos at the start. And then, have you heard of BG Media?
BG Media. I did some research on it.
I
but
don't believe
have,
you did any research.
Yeah. BG Media. Yeah.
So there was some.
I know it stands
So
for
I'm
big,
sat there,
big good media.
That's the one. It's Blackpool Grime Media. So I was sat in my uni room. I was like 21 or whatever. Come across this video of some rapping children from northwest of England.
Right.
Made a video of it. They said some outrageous things. I just covered it, and it all kind of went from there.
Oh, really?
Wait,
yeah.
what? So you started as a reaction YouTuber,
I
realistically?
think that the commentary implies slightly more than reaction. You know.
Oh, so you don't go by the reaction label.
I think you.
I
Just
do now. I definitely do now. Absolutely, I do now. Commentary is more just like you pick a topic and you talk about it. Instead of just being like, play that one video.
Yeah.
I would play 3 videos, Jelly. Right? So there's more to it. So
There's
respect
more to
it,
it.
please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that takes you 4 weeks per video then.
No. Back in the day. Now, I don't know where the time goes.
But you haven't been making videos for that long, then, right?
So I started 2015, 2016.
Oh, right. Okay. So that is still.
I've been around for a minute.
Yeah. But what were you doing before then? I guess like. Were you doing that from the beginning, or did you have any other? Because pretty much everyone we speak about or speak to has like the other channel, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So like 2012, I tried to do Minecraft.
No way!
we were literally
Dude, let's
talking with our
go.
last guest about how that starts with like a random crappy Minecraft channel.
2012. I bet you were watching some Minecraft creators at the time, and that's why you started.
I think Syndicate, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
so many
Right.
people started on the YouTube grind because
Yeah.
Syndicate.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
kidding.
Original.
I'm not kidding.
But I hit puberty very late. And when I was making my Minecraft videos, my voice was quite high.
Oh, congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah.
On the voice?
The puberty.
Appreciate it. And people in school found it, and I was like, I don't know if I fancy doing this anymore. And then I failed my A levels, and I was like, oh, fuck it. I've got a year to do nothing whilst I restart them and just start it up again there.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Really interesting.
Listen.
wild.
I'm trying to learn from a reaction creator on how to do the reaction stuff. We might be cutting some of this podcast into little short snippets, right?
yeah.
They're called YouTube Shorts, right? And so sometimes I need to just go in the background and be like, wow.
I see.
oh.
Keep it moving.
Or, you know?
You think we could just edit
works
those
out.
in nowadays, though, Jenny?
No, but it's important. Okay. Anyway, what were we talking about again?
I don't know. I don't know. you were writing notes on.
So
what
you
I was
were
doing.
only doing the Minecraft thing.
And a bit of FIFA.
Bit of FIFA.
Bit of Minecraft, bit of
Was
FIFA.
this all on the same channel? You've had
Yeah.
Your main channel.
It might even be the current channel I'm on now.
Oh wow.
I think so, yeah.
But the videos are gone.
Oh, they're very private.
Oh.
Very private videos, yes.
Yeah, like I said, did a ton of research and didn't find a Minecraft video. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, the channel's cleaned up.
The channel's
The channel
clean.
is, yeah. I mean, it's not deleted. It's there for, if it ever needs to look back on, but it's
I don't want to jump ahead too much. We could talk about it later, but if you're saying it's cleaned up, there's definitely some not so clean videos out there with a lot of views, Willie.
Willie? I didn't know you guys were on Willie terms already.
I thought that sounded- I was specifically talking about some Belle Delphine content.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a splattering.
Is that
different things.
considered clean?
Wait,
I mean,
no,
Minecraft's
Jelly.
cleaner, dude.
No, Jelly. You got to say that, and then we'll get back to that later. you
That's
know?
what I said. We'll get back to it later.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just.
But then what do we talk
spicing it
about?
up.
Well, now say some other spicy things.
Well, you mentioned you did a bit of FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've done a lot of stuff with. You've done some stuff with the Sidemen.
Yeah.
Have you met them through this FIFA journey then?
Of course I have, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a complete guess.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit? Josh, what are you laughing about?
I just thought it was
Just a
just
clip.
wild that you're just like, I've done a ton of research. Then it's like, I'm just going to guess what you
he
did.
privated all his FIFA content, mate.
Well, none of that was with the Sidemen.
Yeah.
I was slaving away from my bedroom.
Oh wow.
I didn't have the Mini Minter collab right then.
You didn't. So how?
How did you get the Mini Minter collab?
Yeah.
The rapping kids in Blackpool.
Oh.
How does that have anything to do with Mini Minter? I'd say the FIFA thing's a little bit more relevant, isn't it?
No, I think the FIFA thing's not relevant at all, Jelly.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I think you're getting stuck on the wrong things here.
I'm sorry. I'm just completely lost.
Maybe you
of a
need
sudden.
to let
So
Will
you
talk
had this
then.
viral reaction that blew up,
Yeah.
and then what?
And then you keep making commentary videos.
Yeah.
Do you follow? Did you ever follow the commentary scene?
What? Follow the commentary scene.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
that for those
yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
I feel like I
you
definitely have a bit more exposure being UK
Yeah.
based.
Yeah.
I think there was more of a are
Yeah.
you familiar with Memulous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
you
watched a few
familiar
of these
with
things.
Yes. Is that guy who doesn't show his face?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm not familiar with his face, if that's what you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do a face reveal?
No.
But do you know what he looks like?
Yes. I
Is
lived with him. Well,
is
lived
he-
in the same building.
Oh, yeah, I knew
Would
that.
you say that he's attractive?
I would say he's a good-looking bloke. Yeah, I would say there was no reason to hide your face. He just wants to be anonymous. He just wants to be able to.
So
kick
why did he hide his face?
Because he wants to be anonymous.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So
This guy.
So another big thing that you had going on is you just recently did a pretty cool video, like doing a YouTuber museum. And in that museum, you basically collected a bunch of different items that you kind of felt like were to do with kind of the meta YouTube world in a sense, right? A few of those items were pretty big deal. Like one of them is actually had a connection to a guest that we recently had. It was a Lamborghini that was owned by KSI. It's the Lamborghini.
How does that have a? Yes.
Bro, are you switched on today?
wrapped that car.
Yeah.
Remember, Jelly?
Oh, Yanni rapped that call.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Jack Sucks at Life, who was actually in the video.
No, we're talking. Whoa.
I was okay.
Anyway, so that was one of the items in there. Now, what happened to that? Because you bought it and it was red.
Yeah, I bought it. It was an orange car.
Orange-ish car.
Are you switched on today?
Yeah.
It was orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, orangey red, fine.
No,
it's
orange,
it's
very
long
orange.
gone.
Yeah.
It sold for a lot less than I bought it for.
Really?
Because I committed. So I committed to this series in like 2019. I was like, oh, I'll trade with people. I had this vague kind of idea around, when people trade a pencil to a house. And I was like, oh, I'll make a video trading shit. And I was like, oh, what I'll do is I'll get the coolest things in like YouTube history because I'm just a bit of a YouTube nerd. I've always kind of, and that kind of I put that out. And then I realized no one really had anything interesting. So a year went by and people are like, oh, where's the trade video? Like, where's the trade video? And I was like, I have no idea how I can title and thumbnail this video. I'm like, I can put loads of effort into it, but like, what do I title and thumbnail it? And I was chatting to Tommy in it at one point. I was like, I'm going to make a video opening a YouTube museum. And he's like, that's not a very good title. You should change the title. I was like, all right, Tommy, I will. And I was thinking just like, what is the biggest item? Like, what's the most, the biggest draw? And I was like, JJ's Lambo. I was like, maybe I can track it down, like loan it off a guy, like pay a guy just to sign it into my name, maybe pay him a lump sum and then just sign it straight back. And I hit up Yanni, and Yanni was like, I knew who had it. They don't have it anymore. I'll see if they know who has it. We get through this dealership. They sold it. And they're like, okay, we'll chat the guy. And they come back and they're like, bloke absolutely loves it. It's his first Aventador. It's his first big Lamborghini. No way he sells it. I'm like,
oh no.
And I'm like, oh, but can I just pay him like a decent sum just so I can legally own it. So the video is real.
Yeah.
And just so it can be, and I'll give it straight back a month later. And they're like, not interested. Like, didn't understand the YouTube thing. Didn't, fair enough. Like if someone approaches you and wants to, legally own your car for a month, you may be thinking, like, what's going on?
And my whole point, by the way, that it was a different color was that obviously the wrap had been removed.
Yeah.
So it also didn't have the same number plate, right?
It did. Well, no, we sellotaped it on.
The number plate was custom, wasn't it?
Yeah. So this bloke had when I got it off him, he had his plate on. We needed to shoot it immediately. So I just bought JJ's old Lambo's plate and just stuck it on.
But it is funny how it's like,
register
it was, but it wasn't the same Lambo. It's kind of a weird one, right?
Yeah, no.
Like technically you could have bought any Lambo.
Yeah, you're right, but I didn't. And the worst bit about it is this bloke quoted me like a daft figure over what it was worth, like a stupid amount. No.
Do you know? Can you say how much it was? Or
I'd rather not because I just sound like an idiot. So Yanni's like he wants. All right, okay. So he quoted me. It was worth 175 at the time, and he was like, "I want 220 for it."
Right.
And Yanni was like, "Will, don't don't do it. Like that's a stupid thing to do."
I don't think that's that bad.
Neither.
But maybe that's just Minecraft.
Well, come on, the chairs we're sat on here, 6,000 videos each. Of course, you don't think it's that bad. So it's like, I basically after a couple of months, I was like, "This is the only thing that's my title and thumbnail." So I was like, Raid Shadow Legends, what are you? What are you doing? And they helped me front the fall on that. But thankfully it's long gone now.
So you sold it. Did you sell it to anyone in particular, or you just sold it?
No, I just sold it. Yeah, we had it in storage, and then we just try to get rid of it as soon as possible. Not back to the bloke who originally wanted it though.
No.
Turns out he wasn't that arsed about it.
That's so odd though.
He did a great job selling it.
Yeah,
Maybe he was trying to just up the price by saying he wasn't
brother,
interested.
it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. Yeah, but the video is good. It didn't do brilliant.
It's weird.
I think that's weird because it's such a classic in my mind.
But I think it's one of those things where, and we talked to Jack Sucks Alive about this as well, where he's like very watchable from other YouTubers, and I think it's the same sort of thing. That video pandered really well to other creators,
yeah.
But actually, the
really
other
care.
people are like, well, it doesn't really matter that much.
I think I obsessed so much about that packaging, and it probably wasn't that strong. I might change it sometime.
I love the concept of the video that it was like all the what's it called, little stones? What is it called? Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
In the end, you collected them all.
Yeah,
I don't think the YouTube museum is even that bad of a title and thumbnail.
No, me looking back,
and I feel like that would actually make more sense to viewers, whereas it kind of sounds you kind of had a ride or die moment on KSI by doing that thumbnail title.
And it was an old, that Lambo was big in 2015. He
Yeah.
made the song.
Yeah.
You have to really know your stuff and maybe slightly be older.
Well, maybe there's not as many viewers actually. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah,
Henry.
so I'll check.
La Lamborghini.
There was a YouTube strategist hit me up in DMs recently and was like, "Here is 10 titles for that video that are better." And I was like,
Can we talk about that actually? YouTube strategists on Twitter. There is like hordes of them.
Yeah.
Like they have just crawled out of everywhere. Like they are, and I think that they are multiplying with each other.
Yeah.
Because what happens is they get in these groups. And I think that they breed with each other, and then suddenly there's like 10 more of them.
And they also charge a ridiculous amount of money.
And they apparently know all this stuff about YouTube while never being successful on YouTube.
I think I feel like 95% of them you're going, yeah, just a bit of a charlatan. Like you've not done it before. And then some others have been like, you speak to them and you're like, I do scripts, I do ideation, I do thumbnails, I do this for this prominent creator. And you're like, okay, you know your stuff. Did you see the one? There was a guy who was talking about Rome wasn't built in a day. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. No.
And he was like, he's tweeting, Rome wasn't built in a day. He was talking about Logan Paul. And he was like, but Hiroshima was destroyed in one. And he posted a picture of Hiroshima and then Logan Paul in the suicide forest on the picture next. And he's like, but then it was rebuilt. And then he posted a picture of Hiroshima now and Logan Paul with the prime bottle.
Oh. So you're saying, so they were better off for it, I guess. Wow, interesting suggestion.
Yeah, it's a bit of an epidemic though, isn't it? It's like you go on Twitter and it's just like thread of, like as soon as MrBeast uploads, it's like 50 posts of like, why this thumbnail's amazing. It could be any thumbnail, but just because
I
he's
hate
posted, like,
it so
the colour
much.
theory, the leading lines of
Look at
this
his
is
cartoony
gold.
face. It makes it look more extravagant and special, and looks like someone's done something to it.
Honestly, they do a bad job of the reality of YouTube because they make it look like we know what we're doing, and that's really just not the truth.
Yeah, like overanalyzing.
Yeah, I mean, we are constantly YouTube is changing so fast that we have never known what's going on.
Yeah.
To be
No,
honest.
I mean, I might have 20 million plus subs, but to be fair, honestly, I have no idea.
Do you have
what I'm
anyone
doing.
like that on your teams? Like a
Not
YouTube
really.
brain?
No.
on your team?
Not like a
Really?
strategist.
I used to have like contact with people, and we used to look at things. And sure, you have these brands that you work with, and they like to, sell analytics of your channel to you in a way. But I mean, come on, like, I don't feel like it's ever fully helped.
I think
You can have proper calls, and sure, you find out something,
the
right?
thing is like the thing is for you, right? The biggest advice anyone could ever give you would just be upload more. It's true though. Like, you could go through all the advice in the world, and you could make the most like the perfect thumbnail, the perfect video. But if you've not uploaded enough, or it doesn't really matter. I think there's just so many variables in these types of things, and people get so caught up with like testing things, and then you just find the answer to the question you were looking for, and then you say, "Oh, there you go." Solved.
I personally also believe that as long as the video is good, like
But
the
could
title,
the video always be a little bit better? Like, what if you improved it 1% every
Yeah, sure,
time?
sure. But
and then in 100 videos, wow,
one different word in the
could it
title
be?
isn't going to make the huge. Like, is it going to make is it going to kill it being a viral or not being a viral?
But, like,
it's
if
about the
you're-
video in the end.
But I think a lot of them are like, oh, is there a good payoff? Is there a strong enough goal? Is within the first 30 seconds, am I bored? Are you showing them enough? I think you should maybe keep them slightly at arm's length, but I always like chatting to one when they go, a video I think's brilliant, and they go, I think this was bad. I always kind of like just seeing the other side, or I think it's always.
I think we've always had the mentality of like, because we feedback's good, but we'd rather get something up, entertain the viewers, and then focus on the next one type of thing.
Yeah,
Whereas like spending forever to make the one thing perfect just seems like a bit of a spiral. But yeah.
So back to the museum thing, right? You also had PewDiePie's 100 million play button.
For the day.
For the day.
Yeah,
I'm so bummed out about that. This
What?
is not a real place. Why?
The museum?
Yeah.
They're just keeping it open. Yeah,
I know there's this one YouTuber, and I believe it's a real place. His name is Shmee, and he's got an actual museum called the Shmee Museum.
Yeah.
He's a car YouTuber, so Josh, cars, these things with 4 wheels. There's like his car collection's there. And I don't know if you can actually walk in or if it's like private.
not, right?
I think it's a private thing.
Because did he live?
But it is a
in
physical
Germany,
museum.
or isn't UK or is it in Germany?
I think it's in the UK.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
I have no idea where it is.
Dreaded.
But can we make this a thing? Why doesn't YouTube put a little bit of effort into
But to be fair though, I think a lot of your a lot of the items you had, obviously they were kind of on loan, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
you can't really British museum those things. And just be like,
why-
"Never
they
mind."
were more special to the original person, like Gibbs robes, or I forget what we even had in there, but there was a lot of things I was like, oh, do you remember when Nico Omilana when he ran for the mayor, his glasses? I was like, can I just?
Yeah,
it's like it's more special to him. I'm not, as you say.
But
gonna
why did you have
British
to
Museum.
buy the Lambo if the rest was on loan?
Because Mark from Macclesfield said, "Will give me 200,000 big ones, or you're not getting it, or you're not getting your title of thumbnail." So I said,
Yes, Mark, thank you very much.
"Here's Raid Shadow Legends money." But I like the video.
Were there any, out of the items that you had, were there any other fun stories on how you had to get them in weird ways, or were they
Honestly,
all pretty easy?
no, just a text. There was one, like I did this kind of mystery wheel of like, oh, you could win a penny to a Charizard card just to keep the video interesting throughout.
that was really off-putting for me. I was like, just get to
fuck
it.
you then.
Yeah,
I said I wanted loads of feedback, and now I'm not taking it well. I gave Gib got a Rolex, and he opened it. He was like, "It's a bit ugly." I could tell that he didn't really like it. I had to put it differently to make it look like it was.
I did see that bit.
Oh my
And
god!
if you, this is a bit of a secret. If you watch that video, it's that bit slightly staged because the good items I gave to the people I knew would scream the most. So TGF got the Pokemon card. Gib, I thought he would scream for a Rolex. He wasn't so. And then I gave the people I thought wouldn't react well to a big expensive prize like Tommy, who was very.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Did you put any of your own?
Did you listen
Well,
to
you
what
didn't
he
like the
said?
video anyway,
Did you just
so-
hear that, Jelly?
Yeah.
He lied in a YouTube video.
Ah, don't we all?
First YouTuber to ever do that.
But did you put any of your own items into the museum?
No, I don't think there was anything that interesting. I don't think I've just over the last 6 years sat back and talked about everyone else. I don't know if I've ever done anything particularly.
There's this one video that you made where you drove in a little car.
Oh, yeah.
From the south of the UK to the north of the UK.
Yeah.
Is it world's smallest car?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
surely that would be an RC
Yeah,
car,
yeah.
right?
Well, you can't drive in and out. Like I didn't. The title was never going to be world's smallest, actually drivable and licensed by the DVLA car, right? It's a car.
Okay, so you drove across the UK in world's smallest car. It has 3 wheels. It flips over if you're not careful.
I think you're thinking of. Oh yeah, no, it does. Yeah, it does. It does.
It does flip over.
I
right?
mean, every car can flip over if you're not careful.
Yeah. Are you thinking
Not
of
every.
the
Surely not every.
the Robin?
Well, yeah, every car can
Are you
flip.
thinking of the one Jeremy Clarkson did, or?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the same car though.
Alright.
Yours, it was like a wheel in the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're thinking of the
Anyway,
same car.
it was funny, but like, did you buy that car for that
That
video?
was another stupid decision. So that car originally was made in the 60s by a company called Peel. I don't know if they went bust.
Peel.
Yeah, Peel. They are not around anymore. So a other company now makes replicas of them, or used to, for a lot less. I think the real ones from the 60s are like 150 grand.
Oh, wow.
The new ones are like, I think 15, 20. So we bought one, and a week before the shoot, we got it delivered to us, and we realized it got it delivered and it wasn't registered with the DVLA.
Right.
And registering a new car with the DVLA is a 6-week process.
Oh wow.
So we bought one. And then we realised we can't drive this. So then we bought one. So we bought one and we rented a kind man named Alex's. I had the idea for the video. And I was
Wait,
like,
what?
So you bought one and then didn't use it?
yeah, we didn't use it. Yeah, we only sold it like last week.
Why didn't it end up in the museum?
Because that was after
That was
the
after
museum.
Jelly.
Oh, that was after. My
I
timeline
was just gonna go and
No, I didn't click. You know, I browsed your channel and I
This
clicked on
research is-
popular, not on latest.
Yeah, you'd
so
have to
they're out
scroll
of
for the
order.
museum.
You know, they're out of order.
Oh, my God.
Well, but that is the YouTube museum should have. You know, I know it's just a video,
But
but,
it's
is
not
it if it
around
was a
no more,
hypothetical, if it
yeah.
was a real place,
That would be
It
cool.
should have had things coming into it.
It's interesting, though, because it's like, what defines something that would go into the museum?
Well, that's
Do you
why
guys
I
have any?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's why I said YouTube should actually have something like
That's
this.
so
Yeah,
true.
but-
That's
yeah,
so
but
You know,
true.
it shouldn't be WillNE
Thing is-
having to spend
Thing is,
220
Jelly,
grand on a
we
Lambo.
We know YouTube fairly well. We know that they don't really dabble in. YouTube are like careful. They don't want to be too close to any particular.
Yeah.
YouTuber.
I don't know, man. They used to do things back in the day where their offices in Amsterdam and London had a little booth to the side where fans could actually buy merch from the YouTubers, if you remember that.
Yeah, but this is so like
I don't know.
nowadays
I don't think
YouTube's
it's
washed
that
its
bad.
hands. I feel like with
They comment on people's videos now. Do you ever get that? Of
Yeah, true.
yeah,
really? So
I've
the
met
intern?
I've met the person
Oh,
that does
really?
those comments. Yeah.
Oh, really? Is
And
it just one bloke?
It's just one lady. Well,
Oh, okay.
who knows if she's still in the
Sorry.
job, but it's just, she just walks around with her phone and just does that.
Oh man.
She walks around town with her phone.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, I'm sure she does walk around town sometimes, but she just has it on her phone,
Oh my
and
God, it just comments
she's also the same
positively.
person that does the tweets.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And that's
It's
just one
so
person?
much more casual than you think.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's just one person. It's not like with YouTube, you would kind of think that there's like they've got a whole floor, and it's just like this is our YouTube comments team,
Yeah,
approvals,
yeah.
manager. No, it's just one person, one really nice lady, and it might have changed now, but she was lovely. And
Wait, so you're saying she might be a terrible person now?
oh, potentially, yeah. No, it could be a different person. But the thing is that I think that's why. Have you ever noticed that YouTube, Twitter, YouTube comments? It kind of goes through phases, and I think that's where it's changing to a different person who has different like interests.
Yeah, what blew my mind recently, like partner managers. I was talking to someone amongst there, and apparently for the entirety of the UK, there's like a partner manager. They keep you in check. Like if you've got any issues, they sort you out. Just for the audience, they're really, really important. They're dead good to have. For the entirety of the UK, apparently there's only 7 of them.
Yeah.
Like they're so.
And it kind of some of them have
Overworked.
way more than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
job.
in an awkward spot with partner managers.
Oh, what have you
I
said?
don't. I want to make sure I don't say anything wrong here, so YouTube like fires my partner manager.
Oh shit.
But so I am Dutch, right? Although I don't live in the Netherlands,
Right.
But so they don't really know where to put me.
Yeah, 'cause he's also English
and
speaking.
I'm an English speaking
Is there
creator.
any managers in Monaco?
No, there's no managers in Monaco. So then they would send me to the French team, but they have nothing to do with
But
English
even
content.
if, yeah, exactly. Even if he was given his own country where he was from, it wouldn't make sense because that's not for English speaking.
So I'm just in such an awkward spot. If I have any questions, recently, since a couple of weeks, I do have someone to help me, but it's been, YouTube is just confused. They don't know where to put me. So every couple of months, I get a new guy.
Yeah, I love my partner manager.
Me too.
I don't know if we've got the same partner manager.
Yeah, I know your partner. I know your partner manager now.
Okay.
So that's a good help. That's a good help.
Yeah, no, but the thing
It's
is,
how it's divided.
there's literally 2 different types of YouTubers. There's YouTubers that have support and literally they say only nice things about YouTube, and then there's the opposite, the YouTubers without support. You see them on Twitter every 2 seconds. They're like, oh no, this has happened to my channel, and I feel like you and me, and to a certain extent, we'll just sit there and go, oh, that sucks.
But why? Like for me, I personally think it's kind of bad how my upbringing, it not being in the UK, has negative influence on which partner manager.
But as partner manager,
the world's smallest violin for you.
I think it kind of sucks. It sucked. I had my channel deleted once.
Did you?
I had no one to call.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you have your channel deleted?
It was 2.5 years ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
what was that?
Did you
for?
download one of those downloadable brand deals where they turn it in your channel Russian and stuff?
No. I think it was. I think I got like 200 strikes or something in a couple of hours.
Yeah, that was weird though, right? Because it was like copyright strikes though.
Yeah, but they were invalid.
Yeah, but
Was it like a song or?
I don't
just a song,
remember.
or-
I genuinely don't remember.
But you can't really get copyright. Striking's different now, isn't it? Like you can't really get copyright striked.
Oh, you still can. Yeah.
can,
And you
yeah.
can get
Striked, though, you
you can also get strikes for violating terms of service.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Like that's the main one.
Yeah, because it's like a strike works. They get you. You say no, this is fine, and then if you double down on it, then you get a strike. I think.
Yeah,
right?
it changed.
It was very odd, but hey, the good old days. I got my channel back.
Isn't that wild though? Like for some YouTubers, like we are literally just a couple strikes away from being homeless.
From
It's
us
like you
supplying.
built your entire livelihood on someone else's land
Yeah.
that they could just go.
Yeah, and it's just like get out.
How lucky were we to pick YouTube as a platform? Imagine.
Well, we didn't really have many choices.
what was-
No. But imagine, right? We were just in a slightly younger generation, and we were TikTok creators. Yeah. And I don't want to speak bad about TikTok
No,
creators,
do it.
but
I want to hear it.
But they're just not as well off as us. And I don't mean money.
worst way?
I don't
Exclude
mean
myself
money
from this us.
I don't mean money wise, but I think as a platform in general, Like the audience
You
that
couldn't
watches
have picked
it.
a worse word when
Hey
saying
man, I'm not British, so
well off
I
definitely means money, Jelly.
well off means money. Oh, I meant more as in how things have been laid out for us.
Financially.
Well, I mean, CPM's pretty terrible on TikTok. So.
Yeah. Do you make TikToks? Well,
Not really, no.
No?
No, it's too many plates spinning.
yeah.
And people
Yeah.
always think,
It's tough uploading
these
4 times a
TikTok
year.
creators, oh god, yeah. I mean, they really have to do all these brand deals and stuff to actually earn any money,
Yeah.
right?
Poor them.
But that's not
What a
easy,
tough
man. It's not easy working with brands.
No.
It's not.
I mean, I'm sure that they're doing all right compared to like it is Cosy Lives and everything. I mean, it's doing a little brand.
Cosy
deal.
what?
Because he lives.
Cosy Lives. You not heard of Cosy Lives?
No, what's that?
It's like since Queen
He lives in
Elizabeth
Monaco.
died.
To be fair, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really.
No.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Cosy
Can you-
li- cosy
maybe
li-
more than half the people don't live in the UK, Josh.
They know what Cosy Lives is.
All right, can you please explain to me who is Cosy Lives? even the producer has no idea who Cosy
know?
Lives is.
I have not got a clue what you're talking
Really? Well, I
know
can't
about the
say where we are,
Cotswolds.
but no. You know the Cotswolds? Did you just say?
No, that was
about.
him.
That was him. That was not me.
Well, of course you don't know the Cosy Lives. The Cosy Lives is what we as a nation have named the cost of living crisis to make us feel better. About,
Excuse me?
Make us feel better about dealing with it.
You gave it a name.
So Jelly,
Don't look at me. Don't.
life's like things are more expensive
it's
now.
a UKism.
Yeah, I think we've called it like inflation for many, many decades.
Okay.
Cosy Lives.
Should we? I think we
Yeah,
should.
but that sounds much scarier.
Yeah, cost of
right?
living,
Yeah,
cost
you
of
go-
I've never heard.
All right.
Cost of living goes up.
Yeah. Okay.
Cosy Lives.
Let's bring this back.
Fuck.
Let's bring this back. Okay. Let's bring this.
Sorry,
back.
mate.
It's easy to forget that we have a guest here today who's been very gracious in coming down to visit us. So
I
let's
feel like a
talk
guest here today.
Let's talk about them. I think, to be fair, British people have this like subtle tendency to band together and then try and take over things.
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's happening right now.
It happened. It's happened with other guests as well. I've noticed. But anyway, so I want to talk about we obviously mentioned it at the beginning, the Belle Delphine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, what would you want to call it? The episode,
The series. It's a series.
Yeah. How did that start?
She had a Patreon, and she had a very expensive tier on said Patreon. And I thought, let me make a video buying that Patreon. But I think so we did it. This video has like 10, 14 million views, which is one of my most viewed videos. Terrible video. I go up and buy it, and you don't see what happens at the end of buying it, because when you did, nothing happened, because I think she just put it on as like a...
It's a
like
joke.
it's a joke.
Can you see how expensive this Patreon tier was?
Like $2,500.
Per month.
No. Oh, does it repeat? Maybe, but I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna.
I told you.
I might want to check.
Maybe I was right. YouTubers are well off. He has no idea if it actually repeated, mate.
Well, the thing is, and then it never went through. And yeah, it kind of just all kicked off from there.
So that was the start of your journey
Yeah.
with Belle Delphine.
Yeah.
But that's the start. You went all the way to her giving you a car. Like, what happened in between? Like, how did you get there? Do you know this, Jelly?
So
Well, yeah, I know he ended
yeah.
up getting a car.
So I buy the Patreon,
Yeah.
and then the money I spent. Do you know who Morg's mum is?
Yes.
Yeah.
At that time in 2019, I was waging war with like a 50-year-old woman.
yeah, that
with-
was like
to
a
get
whole
more
thing.
subscribers. I was just on it.
I
with
want
everyone.
her on.
And I basically paid Belle Delphine to make a video joining me on my quest to beat Morg's mum.
Yeah.
And then it went quiet
Reasonable.
for a couple of months. Morg's mum held smoke. And take that, Jill. And after a few hours, I think, because with Belle Delphine, she kind of comes around and then goes, and then
Right,
comes around
right.
and creates some big controversy or hysteria and generates, I'm assuming, a lot of cash. And I think she was just planning a big stunt to come back with. And she's like, oh, I'll send you a mystery package or whatever. I'm like, oh, sick. Go on. The last couple of videos went down well. So I'm waiting for this mystery package. I'm like, oh, and she was like, I can't send you it. Like, I can't send it in the post. And I'm thinking like, it's livestock or like it's something.
bomb.
And she gives me an address one day, and she's like, I'm gonna be. She was like, come here no earlier than like 10 a.m. or like no on this day. And this address was a car park in London Bridge, like just outside the shot. And we get up to it and we're trying to film and we get turned away or whatever. And I'm thinking like she's hidden this package in the car park. Like I have no idea at any point that it's a car. And we go up and it's just this the car is the package. The car is the crate. There is just this bright pink Fiat 500. It's got a massive pink teddy in it. It's got like pink crates and whatever, and it's just got like everything, all the certificates signed into my name. The keys just under the door. You just drive it away.
What?
It blew my mind. So I just had this little pink Fiat 500. I think it said Belle Delphine on the side. That was brilliant for getting around London and just a little run around.
You kept it?
Yeah, for like a year and a half because it was
With the wrap?
with the wrap. I wasn't taking that off. It was just a normal Fiat 500 without.
wonder
the
who
wrap.
That's a
wrapped it?
museum piece, mate.
That's valid. I don't know. We destroyed it at the start of the museum video. I can't remember why.
Oh, yeah, there was a shot of that. Yeah.
What, destroying the car?
Yeah.
Oh,
We dropped
right.
it from a crane.
Oh, yeah, you did as well, yeah.
I'm not sure why.
Even the
That would-
destroyed one would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't understand. You
I
didn't
think
think for
Yanni
one.
wrapped it. Just never told anyone. Just
Nah,
secretly
too
wrapped
expensive.
it in the bag.
Not for one moment did you think that you were going to get murdered.
No.
Fine, right? No. I know she's mental, but not.
Have you ever heard of a car bomb?
Yeah, well, that was what I was a bit.
Because she's done bath bombs, right? Or-
Yeah, and it was next to the shot. I'm like leaving like a suspicious package there. I was like, it's a brave move.
And I like the way that she made sure to put it in your name.
Yeah, before it goes.
But I'm sure you had to send her some information. You had, but
Yeah, she was.
Oh, you do? Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Like she has all my contact details and my.
yeah, your full name and everything.
Yeah.
Did she have a team?
I don't know.
Do you only ever talk to her?
She's quite a mysterious character.
Yeah.
You've never
Really-
met her, right?
Although you could get to know quite a lot of her nowadays, right?
Wouldn't be
You
familiar.
wouldn't know what I'm
No,
talking about
no.
at all? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying.
What am I saying?
But have you met her?
What am I saying, Jelly?
I'm
No,
not answering
I
your
haven't
question.
met her.
What was my question?
If you've ever seen her.
What?
Josh, what are you asking me,
He's got
man?
a funny shade of red there.
Check.
Hey,
check
I
this
didn't-
guy's
That's
search
a
history.
man
I
who
didn't-
subscribed.
I didn't pay the $2.5 Patreon. That's for sure.
Well, what did you debate?
I have never even actually. I have.
My
I have
monthly package is
I
way less
have-
than that.
I have subscribed to certain things on Patreon, but it wasn't from Belle Delphine. Yeah, it's actually more boring. GTA mod developers. Yeah, you know,
The boring gamer life.
You
leaks
know,
out.
it's like pre-chewed content for us that we can basically buy on Patreon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty easy then for us gaming YouTubers.
How big's your team though? What's the
I would
What's the
say
background?
We've got 5 full time, including myself, and then
So what do
probably
they
about
do?
6
For
full-time.
4 for
Right, look, we're working on upping it, right? You will forget, I've got 3 channels, but respect some of
they're
it.
taking
okay?
you for a
One of
ride.
them is
Shorts-
a really successful podcast channel that we should be watching called This Week on the Internet. It's a pop culture news show. I'm sure you'd love it if you want to look at this podcast.
Like I said,
if
big
you look for
competitor.
this podcast in the Spotify charts, if you just scroll up a bit, might not be there. So I have a producer called Abby. We have a production coordinator, Orla, who runs This Week on the Internet, great podcast. I have my videographer, Yayan. I have my lead editor, Mikey. And then we have editor for This Week on the Internet. And then a few freelance editors, thumbnail designers, clip collectors for the React channel.
Yeah.
right,
So
right.
we do stuff. It just, if you only look at the main channel, it doesn't look like we do much.
But is that because the podcast though is like fairly new? Because so you were doing the main stuff, but then you had like a second channel which was kind of lower quality reaction content.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, were we saying lower quality in terms of reaction?
Don't know what are we
Were
saying.
we saying lower quality than the main, or reaction content? It's on the low end of that scale.
Both.
Because that's highly
So
offensive.
you are a reaction creator.
Absolutely. But it's just one of the.
You were trying to make it fancy, but you have a React channel.
I love that. One thing I did love when because I definitely have seen some of the reaction stuff over the years. I love that you owned it. Like that's the key
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You owned what you
It's
were
a
doing.
grift,
The
yeah.
worst thing, and we know the reaction creators. Like it's when they make it look like it's high quality work.
Yeah.
That stuff.
You're doing it really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's really kind of you. Yeah, it's a cash grab, but it's
No.
it's a brilliant
No.
one to take.
I don't think so. I
Oh,
think
it
you're making
is.
entertaining content. It doesn't matter
You're
how you're
watching
doing it.
entertaining content.
And it's entertaining to watch you watch it.
Well, we'll take it.
Did
We'll
you
take
know?
the cash.
Did you know that there are certain gaming creators out there? Now, I don't think I'm going to name anyone. All right, that actually
like
don't
Quebblecop.
don't play their game.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, maybe not anymore.
And they just shout over the top of it.
Yeah. Has he ever said that?
No, I don't think so. That's
Well,
why.
that's not good in.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you think we care?
Really? So
Yeah,
you don't
so-
play the game.
So, like Josh
That makes
said,
sense.
if it takes us an hour, right? It'll take him half an hour, but only just having to react to it.
Yeah. So you pay someone else to play the game.
and do they play it better than him?
Oh,
Well,
don't think-
there's more than just him, 100%.
Yeah.
There's channels
And
out
to
there.
be
who do
fair,
that.
like he would probably just admit it. To be honest, like he doesn't really care that much about that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. But yeah, it's surprisingly, yeah. Gaming is there's channels out there that have really nailed putting in as little effort into gaming as you can.
Name 3.
They kind of come and go. I think the big thing at the moment is, and I can't think of any off the top of my head, but channels that don't have a person like connected to them.
Right.
Like there's a few of them, and they're actually sometimes you find out they're connected to other big YouTubers who kind of make these like new channels with characters running them, and when in fact there's just like regurgitated content that just comes out.
Nice.
But there's just a lot of those types of things right now. Gaming's a lot
respect
like
it all.
that.
Game
Yeah, I
is
mean
the
it's
game.
I mean that's just how it is. I mean gaming in itself has always been a very trendy thing. Like a new game comes out and then everyone's going to play it, or a new update comes out and everyone's going to play it. So it's
or react to it.
yeah. You know, actually, to be fair, someone who's like nailed both sides of it is Ali A.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
does the gaming and he's done the
Yeah,
reactions.
graft,
Have you
yeah.
seen his reaction stuff? How
Yeah,
incredible.
it's blowing up.
And the shorts and stuff as well, yeah.
Like he's on
they
both
fly.
sides of that.
Yeah,
It's-
And the shorts. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
They go.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you guys actually watch those types of things do you watch shorts at all?
No. Ooh.
I mean, I watch like funny little clips.
But do you watch shorts?
I feel like YouTube
Not from
shorts are
Ali
just
A.
worse. They're just worse TikToks. No, are you much of a
I don't watch TikTok.
well done yourself?
Not really, not too much.
Oh, I waste a
No.
good hour a day on there. That's probably why it's 4 months between.
I've actually tried. I've actually tried to actually watch them more recently to try and get a bit more onto trends
you
and
had
stuff.
to try. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't get on there, and you go, oh my god, this app knows my brain inside out. It knows that I love
No,
watching
it's
videos
not-
of little dogs or whatever.
I don't know. I think it's just not how my brain works on that.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Nah, but Josh, to be fair, you don't even have Instagram on your phone or Twitter
No, I'm
or
super boring.
yeah. I mean,
I,
it's-
I have to force myself to go onto Instagram. And go
yeah.
on Twitter.
If he needs to post something like a story,
You have to
he has to
chase it
download
out.
the app. Get
So what do
through
you do in your spare time?
two-factor. Or he just sends
Clearly
just
nothing.
sends someone a message to post.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Sometimes.
Nice. Yeah.
Sometimes.
You're like off the grid. Do you
Yeah.
go to-
I don't know. I'm just. No. I just.
You
I
should
don't
see
know.
his
Do
housemate.
you get out? That's a nervous laugh.
I don't know.
What do you do?
I think that people, yeah. I mean, you underestimate. Like you probably say an hour, and it's like actually probably like 3 or 4 hours. Like people consume so much of their lives on like scrolling through stuff like that. What do? I clearly not much. Apparently, I don't know. I play. I mean, I guess we
The
play
guitar?
some games sometimes in the evenings, or I'm just a bit of a boring. I've got dogs. You got dogs.
Nice. Yeah. What dogs you got?
I got like 2 labs basically,
Oh.
and they're just energetic.
Nice.
I do a lot of like boring home stuff, really.
Nice.
I wonder how, because you literally have someone doing everything at your house.
Yeah.
So what do you do? The house is clean. You don't have to clean anymore. You don't have to walk the dogs anymore.
Yeah.
What do you do?
That to be fair, the people I pay, they don't work on the weekends. So.
Sorry, this is turning into a roast.
Well,
Slogo.
actually, funny enough though. So, do you share much about your personal life?
I'm quite open.
So, we're quite open in terms of what? Like, do you show like
What's your address?
cars, where you live, stuff you?
I mean, he showed us
buy?
cars,
we
mate.
live. I would say general area, but like
But like, do
You
you
never
do you
take a picture out the window.
Yeah, but I know. But do you like show off things you're buying and stuff?
Not
Because it's a
really.
conversation we've had. Because historically, I've been locked down, like never show anything, right? And it's actually only because of the podcast that a little bit of stuff, like lifestyle stuff's leaked out. Whereas Jelly has shown things like cars and
big show off.
boats and stuff. like that.
Yeah, I guess. I
But
mean,
Whizzing
I always
around
find
on
it
a
funny talking to creators and like finding where they sit on that sort of spectrum of showing off, spending money.
I'm not much for one to be like, look at this. But like that Lambo video is very showy off.
Yeah.
To just be like, I've just had the disposable income to be and buy this stupid little thing for my silly little YouTube video. So there's that side of it, but I'm trying not to be like, look at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So like on, so do you do like Twitter and Instagram like from your, you do that sort of stuff?
Do it.
Yeah, nice.
He just shares everything, mate.
But you do a lot of, because you also interact with quite a lot of other creators as well. So you've done like the Sidemen charity match, so you know those guys quite well, and you do sort of collabs with other creators and stuff like that. How did you come to being in like the Sidemen match, for example?
The first time in 2017, I think that it was like their second one they put in. I had just moved to London and was just kind of meeting everyone.
Oh,
and
right,
it was
okay.
just like, it's just a bit of a bubble in London of just like, everyone kind of makes videos. It's almost like a big kind of sixth form friendship. And just, it was just like, yeah, we got a spot. Do you want to play? And I was like, absolutely fine. Yeah.
And that sort of, you just stuck with staying on it.
What, this charity match?
Yeah, because you played on the most recent one, right?
I'm still surviving on there. Yeah, I'm not being cut for like a big celebrity
Can you quickly explain to me what the charity match is, and maybe to the viewers, because I know what it is, but I didn't know it was a series. I thought it was just a one-off charity thing.
No, there's been like, multiple of them.
Yeah.
But they're all for charity. It's not like an actual football competition.
It's pretty feisty, mine. It means a lot.
Do you train?
No. Well, I did a couple of runs for one once. But for me, I'm not very good at football, so I already know it's not going to go well. So I'm like, I can train for 6 months and still be terrible. So
are you on the creators team then?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube All Stars.
The YouTube All Stars, that's what it's called. Can you name some players?
Last year we had Chunks, we had Nico, we had Noah Beck. He's gorgeous, mind. He's gorgeous. We had Theo Baker. Do you know Theo Baker?
Yeah.
You know Theo Baker?
Yeah.
Really? You know Theo Baker?
He's from
what color hair does he have?
blonde, no?
He doesn't really have any hair. Yeah, but just those guys, and then the rest.
He's always in the background of some creators, because I'm not sure he's got his own channel or anything like that. But his name is out there, dude.
It's funny. Have you ever found in the last few years that there's YouTubers that like make good videos, and there's also YouTubers who are really good in videos? Like, he's fantastic to have in a video.
They're career side characters on YouTube.
Wasn't he one of Joe Weller's friends?
Yes. Yeah.
There you go. That's what I know him from. Yeah. So apart from that, I don't know him.
Well, you know,
and I'm not sure Joe Weller's even uploading. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know they had some beef.
But yeah, it's a good point though. There's a lot of creators who are like almost perpetually at side character status and basically just seem to never be able to break through it, but will collab with other people. Yeah. Actually, you have your own side character. I can't remember his name.
Mikey?
No.
James?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't call him a side character. He's got a successful channel. He's a touring musician. I think that's rude to call him my little side character.
Okay. Are you the side character then?
So that's what I'm terrible at, I think. Is that I feel like I can make a good video. I feel like I can think about what does 0 to 16 minutes look like. How do we tell a good story without sounding a wanker? And then people invite me into their videos, and it's just like comedic timing for a one-liner. I'm like, it just wasn't very funny there. Or like, I feel like I'm only kind of good if I have control of the video.
Maybe I found a fellow control freak.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah. Finally.
So me and Jelly sit on like two ends of the spectrum on that. I'm like a bit of a control freak over things, and he has no control over his own life.
That is incorrect. Damn. What do you mean, no control of my own life?
What do you mean?
No control over anything that me and Josh do together because he's the control freak.
Yeah. But you like that.
Yeah, you're good at being in control. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like a sub-dom thing.
I love that I just have to fly in, record a podcast, and leave.
So you can sort of just say stuff.
Sub-dom?
Yeah.
Sub-dom?
Sub.
Are you a sub or a dom?
I don't know. I'm a sub. I'm sub to the show. Let's go.
Brother.
Sub to the show. That's faux show.
Yeah. That's cool, Jay. That's really cool.
I don't know. What is a dome? Like a dome?
Like someone who is
a dome. Like
No, Dom. You know Dom?
Dom?
Dom.
Mate Dom from down the pub.
Dom pub. Dom from down the pub.
Yeah.
Dude, mate, listen, all right? You're gonna.
It's not an English thing.
We can make. It's not.
No, I'm sure there's lots.
I was about to say we can make an entire episode about British slang, and I won't get it, mate. Huh?
Trust me, subs get it. Yeah. we can move on.
But I'm a sub.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a big. Really?
I'm sub to the show.
Yeah.
Josh, can you please explain
who
it?
else are you sub to?
WillNE. I don't know what I'm saying.
Jelly, I don't know if you're sub to me.
I can actually check. I can check.
No, keep that to
I'm
yourself.
probably not.
He's got pictures?
Oh, no, I'm not sub to you. I'll sub to you right now.
That's great. How did you do your research then? Huh? Just scroll.
I might have done it on my own.
Touch your phone. Touch your phone.
Dude, you don't want to touch
No,
this.
no. Press your phone.
No, I'm not.
I want to see the little red bar on the videos. It's like, oh yeah.
It's just, yeah, literally.
Far along it's watch.
Jelly actually's been watching a lot of your shorts, but actually it's just you can only get 60 seconds through one of your main videos.
Listen, you're trying to throw this off, but I want you to explain to me what a sub means and what a dom.
So it means. I don't want to say it. Does anyone else want to say it?
Just make.
Is it a sexual reference?
Yes.
I'm just gonna Google it and read it out loud. I don't give a fuck.
While you're doing that,
Wow, off the chain.
yeah.
A
Right in
sub and a dom.
Make sure you click images.
Oh, one person, the dom, takes on more of the leader role. The guide, the enforcer, and the sub assumes more the role of the pleaser, the tester, / the baby girl. that just got really weird.
I was about to say, how did he find
That
the
just-
most PG explanation?
That just got really weird. So it's a role play thing.
Yeah.
Can a dom marry a sub?
What?
Yeah, of
The
course you
answer
can't have
is
two doms.
some do, some don't. Some doms are already married to someone else, as are some subs. So, Josh, you'd consider yourself a dom then? You know what that means in Dutch? A stupid person.
Fine.
So that's why, in my mind, when you're saying these words, you're quite literally saying, are you a sub or are you a stupid person?
Jelly, we do have a guest here today.
All right. Anyway, I wanted to, you just mentioned the shorts thing. All right. I saw a really funny short of you. And of you. Yeah. And I'm really sad you're not wearing that t-shirt today.
Oh, the MrBeast one.
Yeah. No, Mr. Beats.
Oh yeah, that kicked off. People believe
Josh doesn't
that.
know what you're talking
I
about.
do know what you're talking about.
No,
Have
no,
you seen
no.
it?
Yeah, I think you should have gone further
What?
and actually sold more.
We didn't
gone
sell
for
any.
it.
Yeah, we didn't. The plan was to sell some, but it was like if you plug it in the short to be like, haha, it's for sale now.
Yeah.
It's not going to get pushed anywhere. It's
Yeah,
going to flop.
can you, for context, just explain what this
So
was?
I made a short. I was doing a MrBeast challenge, and I was like, I don't have the
private jet one, right?
Yeah, the private jet one, which annoyingly, right, was originally positioned as if you win this challenge, we give it the jet to your biggest fan. Fucking, I don't care, give it to me. And then they couldn't get all the fans together, so it ended up just going to whoever won the challenge. Piss take. So I didn't prepare, wasn't really asked, and I wore a t-shirt to a shoot that was going to go overnight. And this t-shirt, I was like, oh, well, if I'm not going to win anything, let me at least get a short or a video out of it. So I basically was like, oh, I sold fake MrBeast merch for a short. And I basically went in wearing this knockoff looking MrBeast top. I told it Mr. Beats. I bought the URL one letter different to Jimmy's actual shop, which is shopmrbeast.com. I bought shopmrbeats.com, whatever. And I was originally going to be like, oh, let me sell these or let me sell it and give it to charity or whatever. But if you do that, people are going to flick off from the video. So I just put a big screenshot at the end of someone's Shopify earnings, and I just looked for someone's Shopify earnings that were so utterly ridiculous that people would understand it was a joke. So it was like 700k monthly sales. And then I also, if you go to shopmrbeats.com, it's a picture of me in handcuffs being like, being arrested by MrBeast Enterprises. Please subscribe to WillNE. So many news outlets like ran with it being like, YouTuber makes nearly $1 million off MrBeast merch. And then they reached out of Jimmy's team to be like, can you say if this is true? And they were like, we've had no, communication on this. We've not heard or whatever. And it just went, and there's loads of stuff, like if you search my name for news or whatever, not that I've ever done that.
No,
it's all just like, made $1 million off fake MrBeast merch.
I think you should have just done it and sold them.
I fell for it, man.
And also, I think you should have made a proper main channel video.
There's not a whole main channel video in that.
There is. Are you
There's
kidding
not.
me?
I
Are
made
you
fake
kidding me?
MrBeast. There's a 9 out of 10.
And then you go out and make a stall, make an actual shop selling it and all that. There's layers on this. You could have done that.
I think it's enough.
Oh, dude, you could have done that.
I think you're probably not willing to do that because you feel like you're profiting off somebody else's name.
Oh no, I just don't think it's
Oh, no, that's not a problem.
it's just not big enough.
I think you probably, if you had hired a strategist, they would have been able to help you expand on that one and make a video out of it.
How much do you charge?
How much do I charge?
Yeah. I thought you were saying you.
No, it depends. It
No,
depends.
but honestly,
it's one
was-
sub-dom coupon.
Okay, I don't know what that means. A sub and a dom coupon.
Yeah.
I thought you had to be either or, mate.
Yeah, well,
All
No,
right.
you could be a switch.
yeah.
What the fuck?
You could be a sub and a dom. And
Jelly,
just depend
see,
on-
this is the
Oh,
issue.
oh,
Jelly.
I was about to Google what a switch means.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
it's
2023. You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, and I completely agree with that. But you asked me what I am,
Yeah.
and I am subscribed to the show.
I
That's
think
what
we're
am.
getting distracted again. But I think the main point is that I think there was definitely a video there. But
Yeah,
whatever. We'll
and
agree to disagree.
I'm kind of sad. You know, I would have totally bought it, but only if it came as a hoodie.
Oh,
Oh, don't get me wrong. At the end of the video, you should have like probably donated the money or something.
There was
yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
money. I didn't get any money. I didn't
Okay.
sell anything.
Oh yeah. But let's see the earnings on this chart.
On the show.
Sends $20 to MrBeast. Full earnings.
So he says he doesn't make any money off Mr. Beast.
Let's find out. Let's find out exactly how much was made
Okay,
from.
nice.
from
Let's
that
see,
short.
Let's see where this is going. Okay, from this short. Let me find it. This short got it did 30. I titled. Thank you. MrBeast pays my mortgage. It's got 33 million views. Oh, do you know what? That's pretty good for a short. I've made 700 quid. 700 quid off MrBeast's fake merchandise. So yeah,
That's actually not too bad considering some of the things I've seen. But
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there you
Oh
go.
wow, he's even showing it.
We'll take it. We'll
It's
take
for
it.
real,
Yeah.
dude. That's much better than TikTok would pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you little bonuses as well. They go, oh, well done. This has got $1 million. Sometimes they give you 100 quid, I think.
Yeah. They like to just give you a little bit, like,
They feed you.
throw some pennies in for everyone.
It must be hard for them because when do you ever watch a advert on short form? Well, you never
true,
do, but like
true.
if you scroll through it, it must be.
Are there
quite hard
ads on
to-
short form?
Exactly. So it must be hard for them to monetize.
Oh yeah, of course. That's why it's not. That's not why it's not significant.
So going back
That's still
to the
$700.
Going back to the plane thing, right? So you were in that video.
Yes.
Did you have any hopes of winning?
No, I'm just not a strong-willed person. I know it's gonna be cold, and it's just like you're gonna get out for dumb reasons. And when I went there, it was like you win a jet for someone else.
Yeah.
But that jet could be for. Like, you could give it to your mom.
Wait,
your biggest
who
fan.
won it again? Wasn't it?
Harry.
yeah,
and
Harry
I,
did.
I
He gave it to his
saw
brother.
the lump sum land for him. So
Whoa,
and then
what
I
do you mean
regretted
by
Excuse me,
that?
what?
So I was talking to his brother when his brother got the jet. And
Harry's brother won
so
the jet.
the thing in the end of the video is like, oh, I'll give it to my brother, and he gave them a massive chunk of the money, but I just saw it all come. It just all got sent in one payment. Like they sell the jet and then they send you the money.
Has anyone said how much?
$2.5 million, no?
A little bit less, yeah, around that mark. And then
And
suddenly
that
I felt a
landed
little
in
bit
his
worse about
bank
my short.
account. Oh my god.
Yeah, I took 20,000 to leave that video because I was like, I know I'm not going to win. I was like, oh, if I just take my hand off, I feel like I could have just gone 100, please, because it was with the 6 people you're talking to. It's like it's not their money yet, so they're like, oh, I'll do that to get rid of it. It's, you know.
Did the money come from? So it was from the winner, right? The 20 grand that you got.
No, Mr. Beast
Yeah.
paid.
So Harry, he got the big sum, and then he sorted me a little on the side for what he owed me. But the cameraman, there's a Sidemen cameraman called James, and I think he gave Harry. Harry was like, if I win, I will give you 20 grand if you pass me my jacket or something. So I was stood there for like hours. And James, the cameraman, got the same amount of money as me for just handing him a jacket or for pulling his pants up. So I wasn't my strongest negotiation. on that.
Yeah, that's wild. So has Harry actually said what he was doing with the money? Oh, I mean, Harry's brother.
I don't want to speak for him on that, but he gave a like loads to his family on it, which I respect.
But he
I would have kept that.
didn't make like a video.
Yeah. Well, your brother didn't touch the jet.
Yeah, I guess that's MrBeast originally trying to not be just putting money into the pocket of a bunch of YouTubers.
That's the whole
Yeah, because
thing.
people
right?
watch that and be like, well, he's got enough anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like before they sold the jet, they should have at least given it a little ride, you know?
They did.
They did.
Did, yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what? Harry?
Harry, yeah,
no.
yeah.
I think it's expensive.
complicated.
Yeah.
Just fuel, though.
Even
right?
but putting it in a hangar or chartering it,
Yeah.
apparently it's a piss take. I think he did consider it.
Did MrBeast actually own the jet when it happened?
Yeah, and then they bought one, and then they had it in Texas, and they couldn't get it over from Texas.
yeah,
but
they
had,
did.
like,
Yeah.
airports on standby. Like when we're filming this video, you're on a landing strip, take off, whatever.
Yeah.
Got all to himself. And they had like 3 or 4 other airports just ready to go. I think one was in like Geneva, one was in the Channel Islands, and it's just like how much like organization goes into that, and
That's
something that just didn't
insane.
use. Yeah,
Just for a little video to give away a jet, mate. Well, we don't pull those views, so respect to him. The levels are huge.
Yeah, but obviously
I
he has
wouldn't
to
put the
keep
effort in
leveling
here.
it up, though.
That's
The
problem.
whole thing.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to do what some of those rich princes do, right? Buy like a nice Boeing next time, 747.
I mean, I don't think he'll. Yeah.
That's maybe out of his league at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably. I don't know. It's
But I
probably
feel like
he's probably done that now.
I mean,
The
I don't want
plane
to talk
thing's
to him about
done.
too much, but he's probably the type to try to get to that level, though.
Yeah.
Because he's got to up himself.
yeah. I wonder where the biggest video ends is, because I always see him tweet like, "This is the most we spent on a video. This is the most we've done in a video. This is my biggest one." But where does it stop?
Yeah, but then there was this thing I did see on Twitter when I did my weekly login, and it was like he was claiming that he spent 4,000 hours on his latest video, and it was like 6 minutes long or something, and it was like, what was everyone doing for 4,000?
Maybe he had
hours?
4,000 people watch it for
For how long, Jelly?
an hour,
Okay. No, you nailed that mathematics.
so they
right
could
there.
watch the video 10 times each.
Yeah. Actually, well, because you've done your videos have kind of done the same sort of thing of needing to kind of get bigger and bigger. You're kind of in that realm a little bit, right?
That's my main focus this year. Is I used to be obsessive, like what's the very best we can make? Let's try and make a 10 out of 10 video. And this year I would like double the amount of 8 out of 10s.
10
or
out of
9
10.
Yeah,
Not maybe
not on the
1 out of
ranking.
10.
Yeah.
So, because you did the TED Talk one I watched, that was really good.
Thank you.
That was really good. But that was kind of a newer style for you, because it's more from you're kind of including your team in a way, right? That's like becoming part of the narrative. You got like an office.
Yeah, so we've got an office, and I feel like I love those videos where you're like scheming, or you're like, so the TED video where you basically.
You know the TED video, right?
My goal was to
Yeah.
upload, give a TED talk on something I know nothing about and get it uploaded officially. But to go through that, like my producer had to send loads of emails back and forwards and whatever, and I just feel like it's a more
That's part of the
accurate part of
process.
the story of
yeah.
like you start from A and you end up doing it. I just feel like they are characters within it.
But when you start that, are you going like 100% on that video, even though that can fail?
No.
No.
So
you're
we're
doing
spinning a couple of ones at
Right.
the same time. Like that's a 6-month process.
Right. Yeah.
Is that video still up? The TED, like the actual TED video?
No. So we had an issue with it because basically we hired 4 or 5 other speakers in our TED event. Just to fill it out, you have to have a certain amount of people. And basically you can't pay anybody to do a TED talk. And at the last minute, someone dropped out. So we paid an actor to read a script to do one of the talks.
Yeah.
And in the green room, we had somebody who found out that the actor was being paid, and they were an artist, and they made a massive fuss. And
Really?
They were like, we said, you said no one was being paid. We've heard someone's being paid. Or this is my rate. Pay us. Basically, I think they were like, pay us. First it was $5,000, or then it turned into 18 grand. Pay us, or we are going to get in touch with TED and tell them you're planning this video and not upload any of it.
Blackmail.
Yeah, and we were like, well, so we got our lawyers involved. We delayed for as long as possible. We got the video up, and we were like, look, you're obviously not getting your money. Like, we got our video, we got our ending, it's fine. So then TED didn't take it down because it wasn't right. TED took it down because that person went to them and was like, this event wasn't a real event,
No
because
way.
they weren't able to extort money out of us.
And Ted just didn't want to have anything to do with it, just deleted it.
Ted's were like, and Ted's pulled all of the real. We had like someone talking about like working in TV, and like they took loads of real TED talks down just because it was on our event, and because this one person didn't get their £18,000.
Dude, that's a kind of a sad story.
Yeah, what a knobhead. And it's annoying as well because they looked great in our video. They gave this great talk.
Yeah.
And they looked brilliant, and it was going to fit in dead nicely. And then suddenly they're like, oh, we want this money. And we're like,
But that's an actual thing, right? Like, I don't know TED Talk doesn't require that essentially, but people ask for a lot of money to do talks these days.
Yeah, it's like it's a massive industry, especially in the States, doing
That's
talks
crazy,
and stuff
right?
like that. Yeah.
That's crazy. I've never been to a talk.
No,
Maybe
Have
if
given
you
them?
if
Are
you
much of a public speaker.
no.
I've done it. I've actually done some talks.
I've done
for
panels.
YouTube, actually.
Yeah.
But on the down low. But
Yeah, I've done some panels,
Right.
but I wouldn't say that's a talk.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not
But
standing up there like.
if you ever host any other TED events, you
Yeah.
know,
Alright,
I'd
I'll
love
get
to
in
come
touch.
on and
What would
chat
you
about.
talk
What would
about?
you? Yeah.
Oh, I
Subs
would
and Doms.
probably not. I would talk about climate change.
oh my god.
What do you? How many cars do you own?
Uh,
How many Lamborghinis do you own?
2. Yeah. One's really good for the environment, though.
Yeah.
Why?
It has a battery.
Because he doesn't drive it. That's why. Oh my god. I can't believe he just said he's going to do a talk about climate change.
It's a joke, Josh.
I know.
I mean, I probably could, but the spin-off would be that at the end of the show, I
all a
say,
hoax.
no, it's all been written by AI.
okay.
That's a bit like
Yeah.
ending your story like, and then I woke up and it was all a dream.
Yeah, it's just
That's
a cop
that's a
out.
nothing.
Isn't that
no
life,
it
though?
stinks.
It stinks.
Stinks.
It stinks, mate. It stinks.
So is that would that be kind of the worst? I guess I don't know, the biggest thing that's ever gone wrong in a video that you've made, or
Touch wood.
have any other videos kind of gone wrong, or something happened
We've been
afterwards?
pretty lucky. No, we've been fine. I think there's back in the commentary days. Sometimes like I was making videos taking the piss out of rapping 14-year-olds. Looking back at that, I'm like,
Right.
they were just kids
Not the
saying
best
some
taste.
daft things. But you know, we're here where we are now. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for doing that. No, but not really retrospectively after, apart from that person just being like, yeah.
But so and the videos. So you talk about spinning loads of plates. You're working on some videos like that now, still.
No, I'm just about to upload tonight. It's not a very good one in my. Well,
I spent 4 weeks on it, but
well, longer than that.
So what I mean, obviously, what is
yeah.
the video though?
I ran a marathon in Heelys, and this is kind of more of
what's
the,
a Heely?
really?
You mean heels?
No, Heely with the wheels in the back of the shoe.
Oh,
You ever heard of those?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know what they were called. We just call them shoes with wheels.
Do you?
Yeah, I used to have a pair.
Yeah. So okay. And did that? So nothing went wrong with that. I suppose the concept's a bit. I don't know how that would go wrong. That seems.
It's all I've got. No, I don't have any big toenails anymore because
Oh.
they fell off because I got my blisters were so bad. So like I found some light up Heelys the day before I did it, and they were leather. And like honestly, I got the grossest picture of my feet, but like they were just like ballooned, and I bled through the shoe or whatever. But then after a few days, I've just got no toenails because they fell off after the next day.
Who knew Heelys were so dangerous?
Yeah.
Were you actually rolling the whole time?
So
You have to kind of run and then roll. And run and roll.
so I did it against my friend, my editor, Mikey. Basically, we had a bet. I could do it faster than him. If he does it faster than me, he gets double his wages for a month. If he loses, he gets nothing. So we
no
had-
wages at all for the month.
Yeah. So it's his decision.
Sure.
We had 3 rules of like, you've got to keep the shoes on, got to keep the wheels in the shoes. No one can help you. After those rules were written, I went and did some research, and I found the most downhill marathon in the world.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Where's that then?
Vegas. So I went to
Wait,
Vegas.
what?
He went to Germany, and it's annoying because I'll not give too much away, but you go down the hill, but when you go to start running again, you can't Heely the whole way. All the weight's on your toes, and that's the sorest bit. So I think that's why I ended up in such a bad state. But
God, the things you do
Wow.
for content.
come on, yeah.
Dude.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, that'll be a 9 out of 10 tonight. So look forward to that.
If it, because obviously with the 1 to 10 thing, if you're only uploading like 3 or 4 times a year, then that's comparing to like the last 2 years of content when it's 9 out of 10.
Yeah. I think it's about it goes back like 18 months.
That's wild. It's so funny because like
Seriously?
back in the day when we
Just go back 2
uploaded,
weeks.
when we uploaded 2 a day, our 1 to 10 would be all within the last week.
Oh my god.
And that
It's so
actually makes
crazy.
it sometimes super hard to really
Know what's
see the big-
improving.
the big
yeah,
view, yeah.
true. Hadn't actually thought about it like that.
Oh.
Does that mean we're in
You know
a-
you know what else is kind of sad? You know, like we're talking about this, you know, your video going live today. But this podcast is pretty pre-recorded, you know? This is not going to go live until probably end of June.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that far ahead?
Yeah.
God, you guys are so
Oh yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. We get ahead like on At some
Yeah, we're ahead.
points in our career, our gaming videos, we've been like a month ahead, which is like back in the day would be 60 videos.
Yeah.
It's not. We've got close to that.
And
Yeah.
then when you're 60 videos ahead, what do you do? Do you
You
take
book
a holiday?
Oh yeah, you book the first class flight to Maldives. You just sit there.
To be
a nice
fair,
life,
like we'd
you know,
end up
it's a
just
nice life.
I've never
continuing
been.
to record.
never been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but obviously we want to take the weekends off, and it releases some of the pressure, right?
I bet it does. Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
yeah. So do you? I mean, you have other things in the pipeline, I assume, but
We have a couple, but we don't know if they're going
they're
to
so
work.
rough
Yeah.
still, right? They're
Yeah.
drafts.
It's annoying because I can't talk about them because they're little schemes.
No,
So
no,
if you
that's fine,
say,
that's
"Oh,
fine,
no,
that's
this is
fine.
my scheme, but
Yeah,
good
but
stuff.
no, I find that a little bit sad about this show as well, you know. But it's really nice to be ahead so far.
I bet it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it feels great.
So for my show, the podcast,
It's like the
Oh
opposite.
yeah,
it's a weekly news show, so we have to be on it every week. So it's written on Thursdays. Cheers, guys. It's filmed on Fridays, and then it's edited over the weekend. It goes out on a Monday. So that's like I'd love to be ahead with that, but you got to wait for things to happen.
No, yeah.
But still, those are 10 to 15 minute long episodes,
Yeah.
right? So you just sit down and you record it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's video as well, right? Not just
Yes.
voice.
Yeah, it's video, and it's like we script it all out.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
as many jokes.
Well, it's entertaining, though.
Do you have to? Do you feel like you have to personally stay up to date with stuff because of that show?
I quite
I know
enjoy
you.
it.
I know
yeah.
you said you got a writer, but
So yeah, I have to, but it's something that comes quite naturally. It's like I brought the show back because I felt like I was slightly out of the loop. It's like
Right.
my YouTube career started for talking about what was popular in pop culture and whatever. It's probably something I'd like to continue into after YouTube.
Yeah.
so and you did did you do a live version of that as well?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't make any money.
No.
But we did some good shows with my friend
You've got a
Stephen
bit of an
Tries.
ongoing theme of like losing money. And,
Yes.
yeah.
You sound like my accountant. Yes. Thank God for the Reacts channel, and thank God for podcasts.
I mean, to be fair, we've not made any money.
We
from
are
our podcast.
we don't know how to make money on the podcast.
Yeah, we're like on two
Well, you-
opposite ends, I guess.
You hear people say like, "Oh, but they got a big deal here," or do you sell ads on it yet? Because I'm figuring that out. Still.
Well, you know, the problem is this is so far ahead.
That's not the problem, Jelly.
Well, no, but we don't know. So this podcast might have had an ad on it.
Yeah, maybe. But we're about 7 in. We still have we haven't had.
Yeah,
an
but-
ad.
Did we start similar times, right? Well,
Oh,
we started-
no, I
we
think you started way
started-
before us or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, because otherwise we would have already caught up with you.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but we have had an ad read, and we are very proud of the sponsor.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
didn't pay for this episode,
No,
so
they
we're
did
not going to
pay
mention
for
them.
this
We don't
episode.
know. But regardless, we wouldn't do it while a guest was here, right? That would be a little awkward. The
Yeah.
integration will have
But
to
you
be in between.
you did have a podcast in the past with other people, right?
Yeah.
The E-Boys.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah, we did.
What
We
happened to that?
Well, the E-Boys.
Well, I guess both. Yeah.
Well, the podcast went with the channel. The channel,
You made a channel together.
yeah.
That wasn't just the podcast, or
Yes, we made a channel.
I'll be
and
honest,
then a
I don't know
podcast
too
off the
much
side.
about it.
Yeah.
So, but what happened to that? So you were in a group.
Yeah, I felt like we weren't really progressing, so I thought maybe we leave it there and then stopped.
That's an incredibly top line explanation for that.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well,
How many people were in it?
there was 4.
And you
They were all boys.
realized you had to split the money 4 ways, and
That was it. Yeah, and it just wasn't coming in enough. So
Was
we
it
were like,
was it split 4 ways?
yeah. Is it split 2/3? Who gets the other third?
No, it's actually split
Sorry,
50-50.
who is the third? Is it Quebblecop or is it the
Funny question.
Yeah, no, this is a
actually.
good. This is
That
a.
is what this whole podcast is actually about. Yeah.
nice?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we've been through that third person a couple different times now. We've had a couple
Yeah.
attempts.
Oh,
and
shit.
one way or another, we've maybe it's our fault, maybe it's their fault, but they've usually had some sort of mental breakdown and disappeared.
Excuse me.
And you guys are the
It
common,
might
the
be
common theme.
it's probably unrelated,
Right.
but it happens. So we decided that rather than just picking up the next kind of one that just rolls around,
Yeah.
we wanted to just spend a bit more time getting to know the potential people.
Oh, okay.
And that's how
Right.
you come into this.
Ah,
You
So-
did
that's a good
mention-
name then. I like the
yeah,
name.
yeah. So basically, what you being here and talking to us has been you interviewing to join to be the
third
missing
third.
third.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, so how do you
So
think
we'll
you've been
be a
doing
nice
yourself?
I think I've got the upload schedule to be part of you guys. I think I can hack it with you 100%. Yeah, and I can react to stuff. So when we're faking gameplay, like Geordie does. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, if we wanted a reactor, we would have just gone back and got one of the other ones, I suppose.
The other ones,
we would have brought him back, I guess. He seems to be doing that one. Okay, so not really. Don't need the reaction.
What a boy.
The schedule thing is not going to work.
Oh.
So realistically, I don't think it's gonna be a
not
match.
me. Out of everyone you've done it with so far,
We've actually had quite a few people on so far, and not a single one has got close.
I feel like we had like a mascot dummy at one point. That was fun.
Yeah.
What, you had a character?
Oh, so we just had someone in a
You
morph
said we've
suit.
got no friends, so we'll just make a friend.
Yeah. That was
They fell
that went
asleep
quite
listening
well.
to
Yeah.
our show.
You what?
We had a dummy where you're sitting.
One of the team members in a morph suit, and they actually fell asleep.
I'm being wound up here, aren't I?
No. We had
No, what do you mean? Everyone's shaking their head back there as well.
Yeah.
Who sat in a morph suit?
Just one of the team we had. I don't know. We're just experimenting with who could be that missing third.
That was my favorite
And we
one.
had a faceless, voiceless person that fell asleep in the middle of the podcast.
We had to wake him up.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm sure we're not the problem, like I said, and I'm sure it's the third person. So going back to it, one way or another, I don't think it's going to be a match. But
Plus, you removed all your Minecraft videos. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
plus, I heard from
I
heard from the other e-boys as well that
Name one.
Chunks.
No, if Chunks was in it, it might have survived.
James,
Memelius.
Was he in it?
Memelius.
All right, that's
your sub, James.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, fair enough. That's
And was Memeless in it?
yeah.
So they've all said really
Alex.
bad shit about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually know Alex.
Do you?
Yeah, I've bumped into him before in a couple
met
of
him as
events.
well.
Yeah, we have met
Chatty
him.
man. I bet he
He's a nice
talked for
guy.
a while.
Why have we not? We should have asked him to come onto the podcast.
Maybe he doesn't want to now.
I like that we've met him and talked to him before, and then Will's the one that comes on the podcast first. But hey,
Hold that.
yeah, you can have that.
Thanks for coming, Will.
No worries.
Was that a bit rough?
Yeah, that's a great point to leave it there, Jelly. You killed it. Nice.
Sub to the show.
Just sub. All subs.